Last week, one more Joseph's West End dream ended.
I'm going to save Craig.
Chris's departure has left just 7 boys, and the battle is in full force.
If you call me a girl again, it'll be the last thing you do, all right?
Keith's a very dark horse. He could be my biggest competition.
I honestly felt like walking away from this whole thing.
I still think there's weaker people in the competition that should go before me.
I feel personally that I'm on John's hit list.
I can be Joseph. As soon as Andrew sees that, the better.
But only one of them can become your Joseph. Who that will be is ultimately up to you.
I close my eyes.
Next.
Your weekly search to find Joseph starts right here. The fans are hyped up. The band is ready to make some noise. The panel is raring to go. The Lord is ready to leap into action. And the phone lines are now officially open. Someone is leaving the competition in the next hour. The numbers to call will be coming up in just a moment, so get voting. Here, performing one more angel in heaven from Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, please welcome our final 7! More line dancing in prime time. That's what we want. Okay, now choosing the new star of Andrew Lloyd Webber's forthcoming West End show is starting to get very tricky indeed. With just 7 Josephs left, the competition is getting tougher. In the running now for that prize of a lifetime are 2 students, a builder, an understudy, a nightclub entertainer, a cement administrator, everyone, and a supermarket assistant. And believe me, none of them wants to be left on the shelf. Clean up in aisle 3. Who ultimately gets that lead role is anyone's guess. And with the standards so high, a clear winner isn't obvious to our musical maestro or to our panel of experts. Please welcome Joseph vocal coach Zoe Tyler. Theatre producer and Everton chairman Bill Kenwright. Actress and leading lady Denise Van Outen. Torchwood star and West End showman John Barrowman. And of course, the phantom genius, it's his nibs, Andrew Lloyd Webber. Oh, all right, Andrew, you're laughing now, but I have to say, with each passing week, you do seem to be becoming more concerned about the boys. What are you looking for tonight? Let's start with the two boys who are going to perform first, Rob and Daniel. What do you want to see?
OK, with Rob, of course, it's the obvious one. He's Rob the Builder. He said he was raw talent last week. I think he's got to be cooked in the oven a little bit more if he's going to be a West End star. Let's see. I mean, let's go on. Daniel, he's got a rock song tonight. I want to see him rock.
OK. What about Lewis?
What about Lewis?
Lewis.
Well, Lewis has just got to have confidence in himself. He's got to go out and say, I have confidence in me. That's the only thing I can say about him. He regressed last week. I saw him in the rehearsals. I think he's going to come forward. Lee has got to just not be so stressed this week and just come out and enjoy it, I think.
And Craig?
Yeah, Craig. Well, he's got the ultimate test this week because he's got a song from a musical. So let's see what happens when can he drop the cabaret this week and be a musical theatre performer. Ben has convinced us all the way through, hasn't he, in the sing-off. He's got to convince us now in the show itself, I think. I think that's the most important. And Keith, baby Keith, has got to be a man tonight.
All right. Well, Andrew's been so concerned with our Joseph's progress this week, he's called in the help of his right-hand leading man, John Barrowman. Time for a few home truths.
I hate the way you talk to me.
You think it's just so easy for you because you're professional?
It's times when you are actually like a little girl.
If you call me a girl again, it'll be the last thing you do, all right?
What I don't like is the fact that you think you've won.
Okay. That bonding exercise seemed to go well. Tonight, our West End hopefuls will be pushed to their limits. Our Josephs have all been given songs designed to take them out of their comfort zones. It should be interesting. So, let's see if our first two Josephs are man enough for the challenge. It's Rob and Daniel.
The idea of a builder on a West End stage is too delicious to think about, isn't it? Except when you think, can he really hold that stage?
I definitely need to prove to Andrew this week that I'm not a gamble. If he chose me for his Joseph, it wouldn't be taking a risk.
To prove he has potential, Rob spent the afternoon with the leading lady at Mamma Mia.
What? I'd miss out on the biggest night of my life?
I loved being on that West End stage. It was just the best feeling in the world.
And Rob got stuck in.
I don't want to say too much because me missus will not be happy, but it's the interesting part of actually being an actor.
You have turned my world upside down.
I never believed in my wildest dreams that I'd actually be here, halfway through the competition, still in and up with the big boys. And now I believe that I could be Joseph and that I've got what it takes.
I would answer, boy.
Daniel, it's nice. I want to see you do something completely different next week if you're here.
It's obviously quite an issue that they just see nice Daniel. I think they just think I'm bland.
Daniel is a really nice person, but there's nothing wrong with being nice.
I'm a nurse, my brother's a primary school teacher. That might be where Daniel gets his niceness from.
All the girls in the class love Daniel. I think Daniel's really handsome.
This week I do want to show that I'm not just nice Daniel.
Wake up, Maggie!
It doesn't matter. It's just like you got a sore throat.
Yeah, I want to show a more to my voice.
Wake up, Maggie! Sorry.
I think there's a naughty side to me.
Mr. Nice or Mr. Naughty? Who are we going to get tonight? Stand by for Daniel and stand by digital viewers if you want to sing along with all our Josephs. You know what to do. Press the red button now for all the lyrics. All right, let's bring on the Josephs. Will he be able to hold that stage? It's Rob the Builder. Rotherham Rob will be singing Born to Run. But is he a natural born Joseph? Following him, make some noise for Daniel Boys. Hoping to show an edgier side, he'll be performing Maggie May from the musical Tonight's the Night. Could Rob or Daniel be Joseph? Here's Rob.
In the day we sweat it out on the streets of runaway American dreams. At night we ride through mansions of glory on a suicide machine. Swung from cages out on Highway 9, chrome wheel, fuel injection, and stepping out over the line. Oh, baby, this town rips the bones from your back. It's a death trap. It's a suicide rap. We gotta get out while we're young. 'Cause tramps like us, baby, we were born to run. Baby, we were born to run. The highway's jammed with broken heroes on a last chance power drive. Everybody's out on the run tonight, but there's no place left to hide. Together around me, we can live in the sadness. I love you with all the madness in my soul. Oh, someday, girl, I don't know when we're gonna get to that place where we really wanted to go, and we'll walk in the sun. But till then, tramps like us, baby, we were born to run. Tramps like us, baby, we were born to run. Tramps like us, baby, we were born to run. Wake up, Maggie, I think I've got something to say to you. It's late September and I really should be back at school. I know I keep you amused, but I feel I'm being used. Oh, Maggie, I couldn't have tried anymore. You led me away from home just to save you from being alone. You stole my heart, and that's what really hurts. I suppose I could collect my books and get them back to school, or steal my daddy's shoe and make a living or play it cool. Find myself a rock and roll band that needs a helping hand. Oh, Maggie, I wish I'd never seen your face. You made a first-class fool out of me, and I was blind as a fool can be. Stole my heart, but I love you anyway. You led me away from home just to save you from being alone. You stole my heart, and that's what really hurts. Maggie, I wish I'd never seen your face.
Daniel and Rob, ladies and gentlemen. Well, a rocky start there. Rob, again last week, doubts from Andrew and the panel about you being suitable to play the role of Joseph. Do you think there's some sort of like professional snobbery going on?
I mean, I hope not. You know, this is about finding the people's Joseph, you know, and I'm a regular guy, and why not take a chance, guys? Come on.
All right. And over the last few weeks, it's been really interesting. The power balance has shifted amongst the Josephs. Who do you see now as your biggest threat?
Well, I don't know about Make Some Noise for Daniel Boys. I think it should be Watch Your Back, Here Comes Keith Jack.
Ah. All right, well, let's see what the panel thought. John, you've been working with the boys this week. Rob, is he still too raw for the West End, or could he give someone like Daniel a run for his money?
I think he could give Daniel a run for his money, but I think we're back on track, Rob. That was confident, it was controlled, and what a performance. You entertained the crowd. Now, like Andrew, though, you have to convince me that you're Joseph. I'm still not there yet. Daniel, you've turned a new page in the book of Daniel. It's a new chapter. That was the performance that I wanted to see from last week, okay? Keep continuing that way. It was so spectacular, really on the spot.
Denise, last week, Rob wasn't Joseph. Daniel's performance was becoming samey. Did they convince you tonight?
I was a bit moany last week, wasn't I?
You were.
I'm fine this week. I loved you both tonight. I thought you were great. First of all, Rob, I also have the same concerns about you being too raw to play this role. But you know what? Seeing that tonight, you convinced me. I think you could be Joseph, and a very different Joseph. So
no, I mean, I've worked really hard this week.
I know you've worked really hard. I hope the viewers at home can appreciate that and
I
see
hope so.
that you would make a very different Joseph.
And Daniel?
Daniel, last week I did say that your performances were samey. You changed it tonight, and I absolutely loved you. Brilliant.
All right, I'm gonna go to... sorry.
Okay, I was just going to say it was very, very well acted, and I found I was quite scared and intimidated by your performance, so I'm sorry about last week.
All right, Andrew, you were looking for a confident Rob and a rocky Daniel. Did you find them?
Well, enthusiasm, Rob, I mean, 10 out of 10. Fantastic. Born to Run was the song. Born to Run in the West End, I'm still not quite sure, I'm being honest, as Joseph. But it was a really, really good performance. Well, Daniel, I said I wanted to see you do Rock and Roll, and then you started acting the song in a way that I'd never seen it before, and I suddenly thought, oh my goodness, is he going to go another way? And then suddenly the rock and roll happened as well as the acting. That's the best I've ever heard, Maggie May.
All right, well, one of our Joseph days are numbered. Don't let it be your favourite that's next to leave. Remember, the lines are now open for all of our Josephs. You don't have to wait for them to perform before you vote, so pick up the phone and call 09011 2120. Then add 01 if you think Rob has what it takes to lead the cast, or dial 02 if you want Daniel to win that dream role. Remember, the two least popular Josephs with you at home will be in the sing-off later. It's like Jade Goody's phone book. Nobody wants to be in it. Oh. All right. Andrew's a tough taskmaster to please, and our next two Josephs are most definitely being kept on their toes. But will they crack under pressure? It's Lewis and Lee.
Lee, I just thought it was a bit rubbish.
You shouted through that song.
To go out there and get those kind of comments, even though you're doing the best with what you've got, of course it hurts. It was the lowest point in this competition for me. Probably one of the lowest points in my career as well.
Believe that you are as good as you are. You are.
I cried and cried and cried last night. I went back and I was so upset. I honestly felt like walking away from this whole thing. It's times like this is a test of character, and by me thinking, oh, I'm going to give up, that's weak. This past 4 weeks, I've been so focused on putting the show on and analysing everything that I've missed the fun element of it all. This week, I want that to come across when I perform, you know, that my passion and my enjoyment and my fun.
Look, he's happy. My God! At last!
Everybody's dancing. I think there's a side of you that we're not seeing. You've definitely regressed.
I just went on with the wrong frame of mind. I was scared and I didn't believe in myself, basically.
With Lewis, we've got one hurdle to get through right now, and that's his confidence.
At times like this, there's only one person who can give you a boost. Your mom.
You're going to invite me in?
You weren't being yourself.
Well, I was stressed.
What were you stressed about?
I was forgetting to enjoy myself.
How much do you want it?
Well, you know how much I want it.
Right, if you want to win it, show them how good you are. And don't slip back. Do you promise me you will come back to being that cheeky, naughty, lovable little Lewis tomorrow night? Will you do it for me? He's coming back fighting. He's going to go out there. We're going to see the Lewis we all know and love, and he's in it to win it.
She's definitely backing her boy, but will he be back on form? It's Lewis! The 17-year-old will be performing I'm a Believer, but does Lewis believe in himself? Following Lewis, it's Lee. He needs to put his troubles behind him, and we'll be singing Leave right now. Let's hope for his sake he doesn't tonight. Could Lewis or Lee be your Joseph? I don't know, that's your job. Here's Lewis!
I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else, but not for me. Love was out to get me, well that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face, and now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. Ooh, I'm a believer. I can leave her if I try. I thought love was more or less a given thing. The less I give, the more I get. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. But then I saw her face, and now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. Ooh, I'm a believer. I can leave her if I tried. But then I saw her face, and now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I say, yeah, I'm a believer. I say, yeah, I'm a believer. I'm in love. Ooh, I'm a believer. I can leave her if I try. I'm a believer. I'm here, just like I said. Though it's breaking every rule I've ever made. My racing heart is just the same. Why make it strong to break it once again? And I'd love to say I do give everything to you, but I could never now be true. So I say, I think I better leave right now before I fall any deeper. I think I better leave right now. I'm feeling weaker and weaker. Somebody better show me how before I fall any deeper. I think I better leave right now. I wouldn't know how to say how would it feel seeing the day. I see you got your smile back, like you say you're right on track, but you may never know why. Once bitten, twice is shy. If I'm proud, perhaps I should explain. I couldn't bear to lose you again. I think I better leave right now before I fall any deeper. I think I better leave right now. I'm feeling weaker and weaker. Somebody better show me how before I fall any deeper. I think I better leave right now.
This is shaping up to be quite a night. Now, Lewis, there's only 7 Josephs left. Only 7 left. What? All right, yes. What's the atmosphere like in the house now?
Well, I don't know about any of the other guys, but I haven't trumped so much since I've been in this competition. So great to be
Okay, that'll be nervous tension. All right, let me go to the panel. Bill, talk us through Lewis and Lee.
Well, Lewis, Andrew said the gloves are off tonight, and for your mum, you not only came out fighting, you came out smiling.
Yeah.
You were terrific. You were comical, you were musical, you were charismatic. You know well, I've always been a believer. Tonight, I hope you believed. The audience believed. I hope the millions out there believed. You could not only be a Joseph, you could be a great Joseph.
Right, thank you. What about Lee?
Lee, I'm over the top tonight. Lee, you are everything I look for in a performance. You interpret a song as good as anyone I have ever seen. You are consummate. That was awesome. One note please, this is the greatest opportunity of your life, both of you. Enjoy it, boys. Enjoy it. You're great.
All right, thanks, Bill. Now, Zoe, obviously, you know, we've booked you for your concise, valued, expert opinion. Last week, I believe you said of Lee, he was a bit rubbish. Do you have anything to add?
Okay, let me explain the reason why I said you're a bit rubbish. Number one, because I'm from Birmingham, that's how I speak. And I say it as I see it, but you set yourself such a high standard at the beginning of this competition, Lee.
I'm putting pressure on myself, I think.
You do put pressure on yourself, and when I'm with him all week, he does pressure himself. And the thing about it, I shouldn't be I shouldn't be hearing flat notes, sharp notes, rubbish breathing, because I've been wasting my time for 7 weeks. I'm not having it. That's why I said it. But you know what, tonight, that was phenomenal. Last week, you lost confidence, you were cracking all over the place, you forgot how to breathe, you know what, you forgot how to be a singer. This week, you sorted your head out. There were a few little cracks, but you know what? The boys are back in town!
All right, I turn to Andrew. Raves there from the panel. Do you agree?
And quite right, too. I mean, tonight we have a competition which is going to be extraordinary. I mean, Lewis, what a turnaround. You sang I'm a Believer. And tonight you came out and you said, I'm a contender. Yeah. And you really, really delivered. And that's the best I think I've seen you do it. I really do. I agree with Bill entirely. You absolutely could be a Joseph.
Thank you.
Lee, what can I say? I mean, the word awesome has been said. I'll say it again. It was awesome. And it's great to have you've got your confidence back because your voice is back. And I know last week you had problems.
I've been enjoying myself as well.
But it's right back. But as Bill says, enjoy yourselves, boys, because you're both fabulous. Okay?
All right, remember, one more Joseph must go tonight. There'll be no dragging it out like Tony Blair. He's going at the end of this show. Just call 090112120. Then add 03 if you want Lewis to stay, or dial 04 if you think Lee should wear the loincloth. The lines are open, which means you can vote for all of your Josephs right now. Here are those numbers to dial. Call 090112120. Then add 01 for Rob, 02 for Daniel, dial 03 for Lewis. For Lee, add 04. And if you think Craig is your Joseph, add 05. For Ben, dial 06. And for Keith, add 07. The sing-off beckons, and having been saved from it twice, our next Joseph needs to lay old Ghost to rest and reinvent himself. We don't ask for much. Here's Craig.
I just want to see you do more.
I need to see that spark.
You're a sack of spuds.
The panel's comments can be quite harsh, but, you know, I feel that Bill's always there fighting my corner for me.
You are great. I always look for something special, and I think I felt that more with him than with anyone.
You know how much belief I've got in you. I think the only thing holding you back is your belief in yourself.
When all I've done, this I'm just...
If you don't enjoy it, we're in trouble.
Yes! Yes! That was it! But do you feel that you now can stand on a West End stage and perform that kind of number?
Yeah. I know I can do this now.
Tears. Who'd have thought it? More tears. He's dried those tears, but will he come out fighting? Here's Craig! The singing Scotsman is out to show a different side by performing This Is the Moment from the musical Jekyll and Hyde. Will Craig be your Joseph, or is his moment up? Here's Craig!
This is the moment, this is the day when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now today. This is the moment, this is the time
when the momentum and the moments are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all of my dreaming, scheming and screaming become one. This is the day, see it sparkle and shine, when all I've lived for becomes mine. This is the moment, damn all the odds, this day or never, I'll sit forever with the gods. When I look back, I will always recall, moment for moment, this is the moment, the greatest moment of them all.
Craig, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, well done. They're loving that. Now, Craig, in fairness, you've had a rough few weeks in this competition. Are there any perks at all to going through the Joseph experience?
Yeah, there's a lot of perks actually. I got to meet the Manchester United team, which was a big deal for me.
I believe we have a picture of you. There you are.
There
If you have tuned into Eurovision early, that's a footballer. Yeah. Seriously. A really well-known one. Okay, let's go to the panel. Zoe, what did you think of that vocally?
Craig, you know what? He's worked like a dog this week to try and get rid of that cabaret sound. I was worried that we were going to hear the panting dog cabaret, which he tends to do. You still did your licky lip thing, which really annoys me.
Yeah,
Hang on, Bill. He does tend to go, this is the moment.
Tell him the good stuff.
Bit, you know, pubby. But you know what?
I really felt it though tonight.
I know you felt it for the first time. I think you're where we need you to be. You were fantastic.
Okay, John. Craig, in fairness, is sort of here by the skin of his teeth. Will he be here next week?
Craig? Yes, 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 yes! You all brought tears to our eyes. That was musical theater, and that's what we've been waiting for all these weeks for you to do, and you're finally there. You now can do it. You deserve to be in this competition.
Andrew, you saved this guy twice. Talent, luck. Was he flexing his musical theatre muscle tonight?
What a night, what a night. I mean, last week I was going on about rabbits and headlights, and I'm going to talk about leopards tonight because you changed your spots big time. Phenomenal. This show, as I said last week, is about nurturing and not torturing, and I think the work you did with Bill and Zoe this week really shows what the whole Joseph programme's about. It was brilliant. Well done.
Thank you.
Great news for Craig. That's what Andrew thinks, but it's what you think that ultimately counts. The lines are open, so if you think the West End's next incarnation of Joseph should be Scottish blonde and called Craig, call 09011 212005. And if you want to find out all the latest gossip on all our other Josephs, don't forget to check out our website, bbc.co.uk/Joseph, where you can also download our weekly podcast. It's very good. Our two remaining Josephs are having very different experiences. One good, one not so good. But things have a funny way of changing in this competition, as we've seen. Here's Keith and Ben.
Fantastic performance.
You're now a contender, a major contender.
Oh, it was weird when I came. John said it was vocal perfection.
All y'all sitting over there should be worried about this Scottish boy because he could run away with this show.
Keith had an amazing performance. You know, he was superb and raised the bar Saturday.
Keith's a very dark horse. He could be my biggest competition.
There's no doubt Keith is incredibly talented, but what we have to see, that Keith can convince us that he is that older person.
You need to show us extra years that you haven't actually got.
And this week I'm really trying to get into the feel of being older.
See, that isn't a 34-year-old's hairstyle. You're just going to have to trust me, okay?
We have to see that Keith is no longer a little boy.
If you just give us a wide-eyed Keith, it's going to be a boy singing a song about something he can't possibly understand.
Tell me that you're sweet love.
But you get that responsibility.
Tell me. I need to prove this week that I can be the more mature Joseph in front of the audience that vote and Andrew.
But you're not home.
I think my investment went slightly wrong.
So for him to sit there and say, Mike, you made the wrong decision last week, I just start thinking that's what he's talking about.
I don't think you sang that well tonight.
It really did annoy me on Saturday that Andrew didn't get my performance. He's a very hot and cold kind of guy. One week he likes you.
I'm so glad you're on the programme.
One week he doesn't.
I really didn't think you were handling that song well tonight.
But really all it's done is given me the motivation and the drive to come out on Saturday and say, I can be Joseph. As soon as Andrew sees that, the better.
Well, that's put you in your place, I tell you. Out to prove Andrew wrong, it's Ben. This plucky 18-year-old will be taking on Help Yourself by Welsh Tiger, Tom Jones. After him, it's singing supermarket assistant Keith. He's hoping to deliver a very mature performance of the Elvis Presley classic, Always on My Mind. Could Ben or Keith be Joseph? Please welcome Ben.
Love is like candy on a shelf. You want to taste and help yourself. The sweetest things are there for you. Help yourself, take a few. That's what I want you to do. We're always told repeatedly the very best in life is free. But if you want to prove it's true, baby, I'm telling you, this is what you should do. Just help yourself to my lips, to my arms, to say the words and they are yours. Just help yourself to the love in my heart. Your smile has opened up the door. The greatest wealth that exists in the world could never buy what I could give. So help yourself to my lips, to my arms, and then let's really start to live. My heart has loved enough for two, more than enough for me and you. I'm rich with love, a millionaire. I'm so rich, it's unfair. Why don't you just take a share? Just help yourself to my lips, to my arms, to say the words and they are yours. Just help yourself to the love in my heart. Your smile has opened up the door. The greatest wealth that exists in the world could never buy what I could give. So help yourself to my lips, to my arms, then let's really start to live. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied.
All right, now, Ben and Keith, you are on the final 7. Obviously, you know the musical very well, so you're familiar with that scene where Joseph has to fight off Mrs. Potiphar, who's trying to kiss him. Yes? Now, you've had experience of that, haven't you, Ben? No? Do you remember this sports day many years ago? Here you are. Oh, get up! Oh, no, she's going in for more. She wants more. Go on. Yes! Girls! Who was that girl? Who was that girl?
It's just a friend from school.
She's here tonight. Laurie, she's over there. Hoping to kiss you later. There she is. All right, let's go to the panel. She'll kiss you later. All right, calm down. Denise, talk us through those performances.
OK, first of all, I just want to say, isn't the competition getting tough now? They're all
Amazing.
so good, and the standard is so high. I'm going to start with you, Ben. Wow. Ben, I love you. When you sing in tune, and I believe you did sing in tune tonight, you are fantastic. So as long as you can be consistent with that, with your tuning, you'll be brilliant in this competition, and I'm sure you'll stay here. The thing I like about you is you do have that kind of pop star quality. I could see a little bit of Robbie Williams in you there, a bit of cheeky chappy, and I loved it.
And what about Keith?
OK, Keith. Amazing. You moved me, you touched me. You act so well when you perform. It's all in your eyes and you really feel it. It's sincere and I just love you. But my only concern, and this is a slight concern, I just wonder if physically you're right for Joseph. Maybe this is something that Bill can answer because...
All right, well, let's go to Bill. Bill, what do you think of these boys? Briefly.
Ben, you have the look, the smile. You could be on the front cover of every teeny bopper magazine. You've also got the talent and the charm, and you know what I'm going to say to you. The fine line between confidence and overconfidence is tiny. Just watch it, because you can go places. Keith, I've watched your amazing voice week after week after week, and I've said there's been a niggle there saying, too young, too immature to play the Prince of Egypt. But in the last 7 days, I've seen you become a man. And more than that, I've seen you become a star. Your growth is absolutely awesome. And you will handle everything that's coming to you brilliantly. You are awesome.
All right,
awesome.
Andrew, that was your big concern. Did you see Keith become a man tonight?
Yes, I did. I think you did everything that I could possibly have hoped for. It was terrific.
Thank you.
A really good performance. And I agree with the panel, we have a really, really tough competition now. That was a really intelligent and a complete change of mood and everything from you. And a change of hairstyle, I know.
And for Ben, are you hot or cold tonight?
Well, ignore anything I say because I don't know what I'm talking about. So, anything I say now at home, don't even listen to me. So ignore the fact that I thought it was your best performance today.
All right, remember one more Joseph will be hanging up his dream coat shortly. Call 090112120, then dial 06 if you want Ben to stay in this competition. Or add 07 if you think Keith should be Joseph. All calls cost 25 pence from a BT landline. Other operators and mobiles may vary. At least 12p is split equally between children in need and the musical theatre bursary. Still not made up your mind? Here's a reminder of all 7 performances with the numbers you need to dial.
Making lips to my arms, and then let's really start to live. To keep you satisfied. You were always on my mind. You were always on my
Time is running out. You've only got 2 minutes left to vote. Still not sure who to choose? Perhaps a group number will help. Here performing the Kinks classic, You Really Got Me, to really get your vote, it's our Josephs!
Girl, you really got me going. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing now. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me. Don't ever set me free. I always wanna be by your side. Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing now. Oh yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me. Girl, you really got me going. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing now. Oh yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me.
Our Josephs, ladies and gentlemen! Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, the lines are now closed. The lines are closed. Put down the receiver, step away from the phone, because your vote won't be counted and you'll still be charged, and that is not good. Whilst we count your votes, let's check out how our Josephs got on with this week's mission. Now, Joseph is a tough role to master. He's not only had a coat of many colours, he also had many different sides to his personality. Jacob's favourite son was a cocky, slightly annoying, lovable show-off. So, who better to help the boys than our very own cocky, slightly annoying, lovable show-off, John Barrowman.
To play the part of Joseph, you need to be able to show a wide range of emotions. Who's up to the job? Andrew asked John to find out.
Today, I'm going to put you through a series of exercises. The emotions we're looking for are betrayal, vulnerability, courage, and arrogance.
To show betrayal, they need to be nasty. John leads the way.
When I see you on stage, I want to come up to you and I want to headbutt you right between the eyes, because you know what? You really tick me off. Now you do the same to me.
What I really hate is your attitude, your smug image. I hate the way you talk to me.
Don't sit in the fence.
You think it's just so easy for you because you're professional.
It's times when you are actually like a little girl.
If you call me a girl again, it'll be the last thing you do, all right? And do you like hospital food?
I can't think of anything I don't like about him.
It's always going to be hard having to get in someone's face and tell them what you think of them.
What I don't like is the fact that you think you've won.
Not too hard then, Ben. Let's see how they do with arrogance.
11 sheaves of corn all turned and bowed to mine.
That was that was good.
And now I realize why.
Nana Jean could push harder than that.
You didn't do what I asked you to do at the end.
Because I feel like I did that.
Hold on a second. You're not, and that's why you've been in the sing-off. because you're not doing enough.
I feel personally that I'm on John's hit list for reasons I don't know.
How will they do at vulnerability? Can John make them feel Joseph's despair?
Just get up and turn your back on him. Close every door to me. Keep going. It's hard. Fight it.
This song made me feel like how much I missed home and stuff.
Son, Keith, son, that is fine.
The character of Joseph feels alone too, but he, like our boys, has to find the courage to fight back.
Guards! Seize him! Lock him in a cell! Throw the keys into the Nile as well!
Ooh, thought you were Mr. Nice Guy.
Andrew sent me today to find out who could be Joseph, who's got the full package. Some did, and others are still struggling.
It's about to get even harder as we ask the panel, based on tonight's performance, who was not Joseph? John.
Rob.
Denise.
Rob.
Bill.
Rob.
Zoe.
Daniel.
Okay, that's what the panel think, but what about you at home? There are just 5 guaranteed places in next week's live show, and the 2 Josephs with the lowest number of votes must perform in the sing-off in front of Andrew. He can only save one of them. For the other, their dream is about to be over. Here we go. All your votes have been counted and verified. I will now announce the results in no particular order. Ben. You could be Joseph. Congratulations. Daniel. You could be Joseph.
Well done.
Craig, you might be in tonight's sing-off. Stay right where you are, don't move. Keith, you've made it through, well done. Rob, you're definitely in the sing-off. Please come and join me. Please come down. Craig, Lewis, and Lee. Thanks to the viewers' votes, 2 of you have a guaranteed place here next week, but 1 of you is in the sing-off with Rob. Lee. You could still be Joseph. Join the others. So, could it be Craig or Lewis that has the remaining guaranteed place in next week's show? Craig. Congratulations, you've got the last place. Which means, Lewis, you are in the sing-off. Rob, you want to join Lewis there? So, Rob and Lewis, you 2 are the least popular Josephs. One of you received the lowest amount of votes tonight, and if it were down to viewers' votes alone, I can reveal that the Joseph that would be out of the competition right now is Rob. But Rob, there is still hope, as Andrew may decide to save you. You both must now perform Tell Me It's Not True from the musical Blood Brothers. It's a song you've all been rehearsing, none of you wanted to sing. Andrew, why have you chosen this song? How will it test the boys?
Well, the lyric itself is so emotional. It's obviously a lyric which, in the context of what you're doing now, is a lyric you don't want to sing. So it's a cruel lyric, but we had to do it.
All right, well, remember, Andrew will be watching your every move. Make one mistake now, and you could regret it for the rest of your life. Rob, you will begin to sing off, then Lewis. Here, singing Tell Me It's Not True to impress Andrew Lloyd Webber and win his casting vote. It's Rob and Lewis.
Tell me it's not true. Say it's just a story, something on the news. Tell me it's not true, though it's here before me. Say it's just a dream, say it's just a scene from an old movie of years ago, from an old movie of Marilyn Monroe. Tell me it's not true, say I only dreamed it, morning will come soon. Tell me it's not true, though it's here before me. Say it's just pretend, say it's just the end of an old movie from years ago, from an old movie with Marilyn Monroe. Tell me it's not true, say you didn't mean it, say it's just pretend, say it's just the end of an old movie from years ago.
A beautiful, beautiful job, guys. But for one of you, it wasn't enough. Andrew, you must now decide, Rob or Lewis. Who will you save?
I'm going to save Lewis.
Congratulations, Lewis. You can join the others. All right, Rob. Why are you sending Rob home?
Well, I'd like to say one thing to you, Rob, because, I mean, obviously, you've had a fantastic journey. And it was around about this stage in the competition with Maria that I'm afraid I wasn't able to save Aoife Mulholland. Aoife is now doing 2 shows a week when Connie is not performing at the London Palladium. And that's the way this show works. So we'll all follow your career with huge interest.
Okay. I just want to say thank you, you know, for giving somebody who's never had any experience in this business a chance. And,
You're a good boy.
Well, you've been brilliant, Rob, but it's time to hand back the coat.
Thank
All right,
you.
guys. OK, Rob is not Joseph. Join me next Saturday at 8:10 here on BBC One when another Joseph will be knocked out of the competition. Best of luck to Scooch. We'll see you next week.
Joseph, what you gonna do? Things look bad for you. Hey, what you gonna do? Close every door to me. Hide all the world from me. Bar all the windows and shut out the lights. If my life were important, I would ask, will I live or die? But I know the answers. Life